Registrar General office in Scarborough reopens to the public. Central government approves $100 million for the repair of 12 Coast Guard downland vessels. Get this, a floating restaurant is soon to be opened in Tobago. And in sport, Soca Warriors beat Guatemala 3-2 in CONCACAF Nations League. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 16th October 2023. We begin with some good news for the public trying to access essential services. After almost 2 weeks of being locked out of the system, the Registrar General office has reopened to the public. Citizens can now access services for birth and death certificates. The details in this report from Candice Jackson.
Staff at Scarborough's Registrar General office have been granted access to the computerized system for processing birth and death certificates after being locked out for nearly 2 weeks due to a dispute between two senior workers. Chief Secretary Fali Augustine wrote to the Attorney General and the Prime Minister regarding the issue. In a response on Friday, the Attorney General indicated that they are seeking legal advice and working toward a prompt resolution. On Monday, the workers regained access to the system. A statement from the Central Administrative Services for Tobago out of the Office of the Prime Minister confirmed that the public can now access services from the Registrar General's office, although not all services have been fully restored. The statement mentioned that the Registrar General's office in Tobago is actively working to reinstate services in other affected areas, such as the land registry. In the meantime, Martin George, chairman of the Tobago Business Chamber, strongly condemned the situation.
You cannot unilaterally decide that you are locking out the entire island of Tobago from access to these services simply because you have an internecine warfare going on between yourself and an officer from Tobago. That's not the way things are handled at all. It cannot be that someone in the upper hierarchy of the Registrar General's office in Trinidad can take a unilateral decision to lock out all of Tobago from access to the Registrar General's database and computer systems.
He called for the authorities to take swift action against the workers involved in the incident.
And if it is that there has to be some investigation which leads to charges maybe of misbehavior in public office, then we say let the chips fall where they may, but deal with this expeditiously. And this situation ought to be resolved within the next few days.
Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopi-Schoon, has instructed the Consumer Affairs Division to investigate incidents involving PriceSmart customers being charged for unauthorized purchases and subsequently receiving less reimbursement than the original amount. Customers reported noticing unknown transactions on their credit card accounts stemming from PriceSmart dated October 13th, 2023. While customers blame PriceSmart, the banks point fingers at the retail chain. RBC in particular was involved in many of these incidents and is conducting an investigation. Customers have voiced concerns and some are exploring legal options. Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Avinash Singh, also reported falling victim to this issue. The matter has sparked outrage on social media, with customers questioning the security of their card information. The cause of the problem remains unclear, with both banks and PriceSmart deflecting blame. In an update released a short while ago, the management of PriceSmart said the errors were due to a technical issue. They announced that they are working with the various banks to rectify the matter expeditiously. Well, the central government has allocated $100 million for the repair of 12 downland vessels for use by the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. These vessels have been out of commission for several years, hindering the officers from effectively carrying out their duties. The vessels were discussed at the Standing Finance Committee of Parliament. Here's more in this report.
Although it has been proposed previously, the repairs of the 12 downland vessels will be carried out in fiscal year 2024, according to Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines. Opposition MP Devindranath Tanku pointed out that in fiscal year 2023, $15 million was allocated for the vessel repairs. but only $15,000 was expended. When questioned about this, Hines explained that the evaluation of repairs and the procurement services took longer than anticipated.
We, of course, the procurement of those and the negotiations with the service provider were ongoing, and we are really now at the cusp of it. We have gotten to that place.
The Ministry of National Security has allocated over $100 million for the repair of the 12 damning vessels. The operations of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard have been hampered for several years due to the need for repairs on most of their vessels. This situation left Tobago without a vessel based on the island. Interceptors were assigned to Tobago in 2017. However, they have been out of service for approximately 4 years. The repair of interceptors was not included in the draft estimates for fiscal 2024. But according to Hines, the repair of the damning vessels will benefit the entire country.
So we will do that. And insofar as their deployment is concerned, that is a matter that will be left to those who are more technically and legally competent so to do. Suffice it to say that I am confident that with the resailing and utilization of those 12 vessels, it should logically, and we anticipate, take us a long way to improving our border security.
Regarding the reasons why the Coast Guard's almost entire fleet of the damning vessels is in need of repairs, Minister Hines explained that it is due to natural wear and tear.
And as vessels go, they would need upgrade, maintenance, and this allocation is in anticipation of that.
However, the minister did not address future maintenance of the vessels to prevent reoccurrence of the situation where the majority of Coast Guard vessels are out of service for repairs. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Missed out on this year's Blue Food Festival? Oh well, we'll tell you how it was after the break.
You know, who would I ever believe it? Jessica could take care of a child, eh?
I know, right? I'm a kinship foster parent to my nephew Malik.
Papa, you remind me of my grandmother, you know, when she used to take care of my cousins.
If I didn't step in, I don't know where he would have ended up. Plus, I get support from Children's Authority, training, and counseling.
But Jessica, you not married?
That doesn't matter once you have a safe home and you're related to the child. You're good.
So did this give money to do this?
Yeah, they do give me some money.
So, Auntie, you can buy all my game for me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik, but that money's to take care of you. Okay, smubble up, yes.
I will not try. Mommy, you can buy
No.
Wait, I didn't even finish my sentence.
About Lamborghini, you could get lamb stew for lunch.
Auntie Jessica could only come when you come in, because all them does do is talk people business.
Malakay, I'm only going on the bed.
But Mommy, the boy don't even live here.
Yeah, go to your bunkers.
What? Bunkers? What's that?
I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
We are going on a new journey. Tobago now has its very own carnival.
She like loud music and
Platinum touch.
LP, just chat. Any drink that the bag give me plenty. Calibre liquor shot at the century. No, now the thing start. Fill up me drinks to me heart and me send shots.
On Saturday, 21st October 2023 at 4 a.m. Enter The Hideout.
Boy, play rhythm.
Hideout. The Cooler Jam.
I just want to get my head lashed up. Think I play in this carnival? All I want is go.
This is the party you've been waiting for. Cooler than ever. Join the No Behavior crew and revel at the Argyle Waterfall compound. Jam by the water. Jam by your cooler at the only Juve party in the east. Hideout, the Cooler Jam.
Get over here! Get over here!
So Tobago is on its way to hybrid education. Technical advisor to the Division of Education, Research and Technology, Natasha Ann Second, shared the division's plan to provide education that's centered on Tobago, which includes plans to introduce hybrid learning into the education system. More details in this story by Ariana Scipio.
The committee aims to combine education and the education sector with identity-building components in the curriculum. These components are the island's history, understanding the geography, customer service to boost tourism, and agriculture in terms of producing businesses. Concerning hybrid education, a hybrid education committee was formed 6 months ago to fill in the gap for online learning in the education sector. This is according to technical advisor to the Division of Education, Research and Technology, Natasha Ann Second.
So now we have a system that potentially can allow us to lose less teaching time and allow accelerated students to have access to information anytime they want to.
This hybrid learning model will enable teachers to offer tasks and tests online, giving both teachers and students the flexibility to review information at their own pace. Students can also access additional resources to enhance their learning beyond what is covered in the classroom. Secondly, let's list the benefits of hybrid education.
It also will allow us to manage teacher shortages. Sometimes you have teacher shortages in the system. If we have a really effective online system that is guided by a policy, then teachers in a school that where they are really strong teachers can help schools where there are no teachers.
Second, clarified that hybrid education would offer advantages to homeschool children. This approach can significantly benefit students with disabilities and behavioral issues that may necessitate special attention, enabling them to access the same quality of education provided in schools while learning at home. Additionally, the committee has planned to introduce 11 ICT access centers on the island.
They will also be helping us monitor the provision of effective devices that will help us to access greater bandwidth, better services with our internet. And we will be liaising with our internet providers because...
Regarding recent instances of school violence, Second mentioned that the division has put in place behavioral interventions that may vary between schools, and they are working in collaboration with principals and various departments within the division. Second, also recognized that the rise in indiscipline in schools is a consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic, and steps need to be taken to educate students on proper behavior. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Tobago's Blue Food Festival was the highlight of the weekend. From the delicious local dishes starring King Dashin to energetic performances from some top soca stars. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank tells us more of what went down at the Bloody Bay Recreational Grounds in this story.
The Tobago Blue Food Festival is a culinary event that highlights dashin, a regional ground vegetable also known as taro or blue food. In an effort to strengthen the relationship between agriculture and tourism, the festival was established in 1998 as a community-based project funded by the THA.
By the time you return next year, we will have a fully built-out blue food facility right here at Bloody Bay. That will be available to you round the year, 12 months per year, and not just seasonally. And which means you will have much more comfortable facilities year-round.
The Bloody Bay Recreational Ground hosts the event every year, where local chefs compete by making the most innovative and mouth-watering products utilizing the main ingredient, dashin.
Today, for the first time, we have dashin rum cream.
So when I hear dashin rum cream, I'm thinking Bailey's rum cream, so I'm thinking it's similar.
Dashin, this is made from Harry's Natural Products dashin flour. Harry's Natural Products carry a variety of different flours made from ground provision. And we have today the dashin rum cream, we have dashin punch, and we have the last dashin pone available today.
25 years later, and the event is thriving. Hundreds of patrons attended this year's event and were entertained by cultural performances as they indulge in tasty meals and delicious drinks. That's not all. Crafts and other locally made products were on sale, and there were educational activities for all to enjoy.
You down, my friend. It was a misunderstanding. So if I put your hands in the air, then I promise for today I go jump like I never, wave like I never.
Apart from highlighting Tobago's rich and diverse culinary traditions, the festival also seeks to empower the participating communities and fosters rural development. The Tobago Blue Food Festival gained international recognition as CNN named it one of the top food events in the world, and yesterday's staging of events proved just that. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service received a total allocation of $2.93 million in the 2024 budget. This allocation was dissected in Parliament and focused on various topics such as additional recruitment of officers, the allocation for the police youth clubs, and police vehicles. Reporter Ariana Scipio shares more with us in this story.
MP for Naparima, Rodney Charles, highlighted that training for new recruits received an allocation of $2.5 million last year and estimated at the same figure for this year. He questioned why the allocation was not increased to facilitate the recruitment of more officers set to happen in 2024. Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, responded by saying that the TTPS has a very healthy training plan for 2023 to 2025. This plan is geared towards their approach to public safety and reducing violent crime.
Various levels of training have been identified to facilitate meaningful improvement in this regard. And I have a list of all of the courses, but just for the citizens who are paying attention to this: accident reconstruction course, advanced methods of crime investigations, anti-kidnapping and human trafficking training.
MP Charles raised concern about the lifespan of police vehicles, noting that they do not reach international benchmarks. He also inquired about maintenance schedules. Minister Hines shared plans by the Ministry of National Security to acquire better vehicles. However, they are aging fleets due to heavy usage and road accidents.
But I would want to say, in my own opinion, we are yet to cover ground in terms of the way we manage and maintain these vehicles.
MP for St. Augustine, Khadija Amin, spoke on the matter of the $1.5 million allocation to police youth clubs. She agreed that these clubs are essential in steering the youth away from a life of crime and asked the minister to share how the monies will be spent. Hines said the funding by the central government is supplementary to funds raised by the youth clubs.
Part of the development is getting the children to understand self-sufficiency, so they raise funds, and this allocation is to keep that going.
Many other MPs believe that there needs to be more funding for police youth clubs across the nation and that the allocation is not sufficient to assist these clubs. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
A sport report is coming up next. Stay with us.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2 and 3 bedroom fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
Take your time and ride on the bike. Take your time and ride on the bike. Take your time and ride on the bike and ride on the bike and ride on the bike. She's loving the ambience of my. Somebody call the ambulance for this chick. I just long, I don't really quick. That's why she's loving me. Better when you done, you might walk with a stick. Meanwhile, you bend down, let me see you boom flick. Remember beat it up just like. I know you're loving me. When coming to I like the plenty. Sit on my riding like a Bentley. Full than neat empty. I get time and ride on the bike. Take your time and ride on the bike. Take your time and ride on the bike and ride on the bike and ride on the bike. 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 Ride on the 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 bike.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Tobago Carnival, Caribbean Vibes presents Tequila Sunset. Tequila Sunset, October 27th. You know what you're doing. Scarborough Esplanade from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's a cooler fete like no other. Bring your squad and we'll take care of the vibe with your top TNT and New York DJs, surprise guest artists. Tequila Sunset will be an epic event you will never forget. Early bird tickets are $199 TT or $30 US. Get your tickets online on islandetickets.com or frontlineticketing.com. For more info, call 475-6218 or 754-7344 and New York 917-561-9742. All drinks must be in plastic bottles and no ice or chaser allowed. Tequila Sunset, October 27th, Scarborough Esplanade.
Welcome to sport. For the first time in over a century, cricket will be one of the events featured in the Olympics. The last time cricket was played at the Olympics was in the year 1900. Sport reporter Marcus Daniel has the details about its return and the reactions it's gathering. Here's more.
Cricket's return to the Olympics for the first time since 1900 has been confirmed following the International Olympic Committee's vote to include the sport in the 2028 Games. Additionally, flag football, squash, lacrosse, and baseball softball have also been accepted for the Los Angeles Olympics. Host cities have the opportunity to propose sports to be added to the Olympic program when they host the event. Cricket made its sole previous appearance at the Olympics during Paris 1900, with Great Britain winning by 158 runs against France in a one-half final after the Netherlands and Belgium withdrew. Dr. Kishore Shallow, president of Cricket West Indies, welcomed the news that cricket will be featured in the 2028 LA Olympics. Upon hearing the news, Dr. Shallow commented, quote, "This is excellent news for the sport, provided more opportunities for players to compete. It will lead to increased investment at the national level and benefiting cricket significantly," end quote. Regarding representation, Dr. Shallow stated, quote, "Over the next few months, the Cricket Committee of the Board will examine the dynamics and determine the representation of the region at the Games. All major stakeholders will have a say in the decision. It's a great day for the sport, and Cricket West Indies couldn't be happier," end quote. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
Trinidad and Tobago's Soca Warriors secured a victory when they faced off against Guatemala over the weekend. The Soca Warriors defeated Guatemala 3-2 in Group A of the CONCACAF Nations League. Marcus Daniel is here to tell us how it all went down.
National youth striker Nathaniel Natty James secured an 89th-minute winner from a free kick as Trinidad and Tobago's Soca Warriors staged a comeback from a 2-goal deficit to defeat Guatemala 3-2 in their Group A CONCACAF Nations League A match last Friday at the Hasty Crawford Stadium. Entering as a late second-half substitute, James left Guatemalan goalkeeper Nicholas Hagen rooted to the spot while delivering a strike from a set piece. This capped off a dramatic come-from-behind victory for the Soca Warriors, who had also come from behind to win in El Salvador last month. Guatemala initially took a 2-goal lead with goals from Rubio Mendez in the 12th minute and Oscar Santos in the 31st minute. However, Trinidad and Tobago mounted a comeback with Alvin Jones converting a penalty in the 36th minute and Rion Moore equalizing with a close-range goal in the 54th minute. With victories over Curaçao, El Salvador and Guatemala, TNT is the only League A nation maintaining a 100% record. A point earned in their away match against the already relegated Curaçao tomorrow will secure TNT's first ever quarterfinal spot, joining Group B leaders Jamaica as well as United States, Mexico, Costa Rica and Canada. These 4 nations have earned automatic qualification as the top 4 ranked CONCACAF nations. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
We have news on Tobago's newest attraction in the sea after the break.
Tobago for Carnival with the award-winning band Fog Angels, Juve and Mass.
You don't know it's your boy Young Brother representing for Fog Angels, Big Bad, Juve and Mass Band.
2 days of excitement, 2 days of jam on the road with Fog Angels, Juve and Mass Band.
Push back baby, push back and Fog Angels baby.
We're Tobago's premium, all-inclusive Juve and Mass Band that consist of costume, free drinks, free food, goodie bags, makeup artist, t-shirt cut designer, pre-party, after-party under beach, live DJs, biggest artists, 40-foot music trucks, tight security, VIP service on the road, and a decade of experience.
Fog Angels now. Take bamboo gal, Fog Angels Juve band. Take bamboo gal, Fog Angels Mass Band.
For your premium all-inclusive packages, check Facebook, Instagram, or visit www.fogangels.com or call 492-9454 or 788-5481. Juve and Mass in Paradise. Play safe, play sexy, play Fog Angels.
Fog Angels make you feel it, feel it.
Thanks for staying with us. A new restaurant experience is coming to Tobago. Antonio Dennis, owner of the Tiki Craft restaurant, has created Tobago's first floating restaurant, changing the conventional manner of dining. His restaurant offers an on-sea, breathtaking view. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has more details in this story.
Dining at the Tiki restaurant will offer a more picturesque and romantic experience. While enjoying a meal on board the restaurant, one will be able to take in the beauty of the sunset, the moonlight, or the stars, or perhaps even a glimpse of some of the marine life. According to restaurant owner Antonio Dennis, the water creates a more exciting and enjoyable ambience.
This will be hosting like events, private gatherings, business meetings, anything you could think about.
Visitors can indulge in a wide selection of food influenced by Tobago's culture and history.
Well, it was before COVID. I saw it in a different country. And through COVID, how things was hard, I tried to find a way to do something different for Tobago. So I just went ahead and go with it.
Guests must make reservations since a vessel will be taking them to the Tiki restaurant.
Everything will be solar powered. Also, we might have an inverter generator eventually. And we have water with a 12-volt pump hooked up to the solar panel as well.
Dennis aims to provide the best customer service, all while contributing to the diversifying Tobago's tourism offerings.
I think this can make a change because the tourists really love this experience. to be on the water. Besides, I send the report. The report is a good thing as well, but it's a change for Tobago because in other different countries and Tobago, it will be the first time. So I think it could work.
The Tiki restaurant is set to open on October 22nd in time for the Tobago October Carnival. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
Turning to the weather forecast from the TNT Met Office tonight, anticipate a clear and warm night with isolated showers in some areas and a low temperature of 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow's weather forecast calls for a sunny and breezy day with a slight chance of 1 or 2 showers in a few locations. The night will be clear and warm. Daytime temperatures are expected to reach a high of 33 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 36 degrees Celsius. Sea conditions are relatively calm with waves up to 1.5 meters in open waters and near calm in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:52 a.m. and the sunset at 5:44 p.m. Recapping the headlines, Registrar General office in Scarborough reopens to the public. Central government approves $100 million for the repair of 12 Coast Guard downland vessels. A floating restaurant is soon to be opened in Tobago. And in sport, Soca Warriors beat Guatemala 3-2 in CONCACAF Nations League. I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a good night.